Let's again connect school mental health and PBIS. So I took some questions from our Arizona Youth Survey, which is administered every 2 years to 8th, 10th, and 12th graders. And let's test your knowledge or your guesses on how kids are doing when it comes to emotional, behavioral, and social health. About what percent of Arizona teens report using alcohol within the past 30 days? So by a show of hands only, would you say 17%? Anyone? Report, self-report, 43%, 31%, 22%, 8th, 10th, and 12th graders, remember, and 9%. And the actual answer is 43% of 8th, 10th, and 12th graders. About what percent of Arizona teens report using marijuana in the past 30 days? 26%? 17%? 41%? 14%? 8%? And the answer is 17%. And about what percent of Arizona teens report using prescription drugs in the past 30 days? 19%. 11%. 4%. Not very many people are optimistic. 26%. And 41%? Oh, that's good. The actual answer there is 11%. So 1 out of 10 kids are using prescription drugs. They're self-reporting, yes. What percent of teens reporting being drunk at school in the last 12 months? 32%. 12%? 3%? 24%? Or 17%? And the answer there is 12%. When I present that one to the teachers, they're saying, so I can expect that 1 out of 10 of my students are going to come drunk to class in the last 12 months. That's what kids are telling us in middle school and high school. What percent of teens have carried a handgun on school grounds in the last 12 months? 14%? 2%? 11%? 6%? And 19%. And the answer is 2%. And there I like to tell teachers, we have a school of 2,400 students. Let's do the math on that one. So 2,400 students, 2%, we can expect about 5 students to bring a gun to school over the next 12 months. And then the answer I get from students is, teachers, not my school. Or not that many, not 5. And my response is, if it's 1, that's too many for me. So even if you have a couple students lying about that or faking to make themselves look better when they can say how they answer questions, even if we get 1, that's too many. What percent of teens have been suspended from school in the last 12 months? 35%. 8%. 15%? 21%? Or 11%? The correct answer there is 15%. Now this is important because when we look at the statistics and the research on suspension, there's a strong correlation between suspension and antisocial behavior. If we suspend kids, we're taking away that feeling of connectedness with school and we're putting them at risk for antisocial behavior and drug and alcohol use. So if we keep kids in school and we don't suspend them, or we teach them the expectations of the school and train our administration and our staff so that we don't need to suspend them, the theory there is that the correlation would go down and we wouldn't see that antisocial behavior. Let's look at suicide behavior. What percent of children in grades 7 through 12 considered suicide in the past 12 months? 14%? 45%? 18%? 24%? Or 7%? And it seems like the consensus there was 18%, but the actual number is 24%. What percent of 7th to 12th graders made a serious attempt, I didn't put the word serious in there, in the last 12 months? 23%? 9%? 4%? 17%? And 2%? And the consensus was 9%. That's the correct answer, 9%. So again, 1 out of 10 of our 7th to 12th graders making a serious attempt to commit suicide in the past 12 months. What percent of bisexual or homosexual males had reported a suicide attempt in the last 12 months? 6%? 14%? 28%? 9%? Or 46%? I think the consensus there was split between 14 and 46%, and the actual answer is 28%. So that's more than 1 out of 4 homosexual or bisexual males making an attempt at suicide in the last 12 months. So I look at this, and this up here scares me also. So we have kids, in line with our research, stating that they're in such